In this video, we're diving into how e-commerce brands use smart timing to turn casual browsing into actual sales with email and SMS automations that run in the background. What's going on, everyone? My name is Eric Hunsaker, and on this channel, we cut through the fluff to help you make smarter business decisions. Now, if you've ever put something in your cart and then you got a gentle nudge a few hours later, that's automation doing its thing. Set up right, it's like hiring a tireless assistant who watches customer behavior and sends the perfect message at the perfect time via email, SMS, or both. So today we're unpacking the top Omnisend features that make this easy to set up and scale, and it's honestly kind of fun to optimize. We'll cover the actual workflows that drive sales, how to personalize without overcomplicating your life, and the reporting tools that show you what's working. By the end of this, you'll know which features matter most, how they fit together, and where to start if you want results fast. What Omnisend actually is, and why e-commerce folks like it. Omnisend is an e-commerce focused marketing platform that combines email, SMS, and web push notifications in one place. The big win here isn't just having channels in one dashboard. It's how those channels work together inside the same automation workflow. If you sell physical products online, that matters. It means your welcome series can include a first email, a follow-up SMS, and a final reminder, all in one visual flow. Now, first things first, if you don't already have an Omnisend account and you want to get started and follow along, you can click the link down below in the description, which will bring you to this page right here, where you can go ahead and get started. We've also got a special discount code for you where you can go ahead and save 30% off for your first 3 months by using code SASReport. That's SAASREPORT. Use that code at checkout to save 30% off your first 3 months. So let's start where the money usually is. Automations are triggered by something a customer does or doesn't do. Here are a few classic examples. Number one's a welcome series after someone joins your list. Another is a browse and cart abandonment reminders when interest is high but confidence is low. Order and shipping confirmations that build trust right after purchase. Cross-sell suggestions based on what someone bought. Win back nudges when a customer goes quiet. So Omnisend comes with some pre-built workflows for most of these moments. The text, timings, and default subject lines are already there. It also has a drag and drop editor, so you can turn behavior into branches. Inside the visual builder, you can add delays, for example, 4 hours after cart abandonment. You can set conditions. If they're a VIP, you can show this. And if they used a discount recently, you can show that. You can use splits to test 2 paths or tailor incentives. You can mix email, SMS, and push in the same workflow. The essential automation lineup and how to tune each one. Number one, a welcome series. The goal is to turn first-time subscribers into first-time buyers. Now, here's a pro tip. If your list joins from different sources, like pop-up versus quiz versus a giveaway, use conditional content so each person sees what fits their entry point. So once you log in, you're going to come over here on the left-hand side and click on automations. Now, from here, we'll go ahead and click create workflow. And here, this is where you can go ahead and search through Omnisend's templates, which again, just make it super easy to get started. So as you can see, we've got welcome right off the bat here now. This one is a just one times email. This one is a one times email and a one times SMS message. So let's click on this one times email. Now we can see that customers enter this workflow when they subscribe to any marketing that goes through Omnisend, and they exit the workflow when they place an order. So what happens is it'll wait 1 minute and then it'll send this welcome email. So if you scroll down to the right over here, you can go ahead and click on edit content, and this is how you can actually edit the email. Before the screen that we were on, that's just the automation workflow. So that's how you build out the automations, and this is where you go ahead and enter in your email. So once you're happy with how this looks, you could come in here, like we talked about, maybe tell a little bit about your story, product highlights, a quick quiz, that type of stuff, and some social proof. This is where you'd go ahead and edit that. So let's say you're happy with email number 1, you're done, you click on finish editing, and then this will bring you back to the automation builder. So then what we could do is we could go ahead, click on delay right here, drop this in. Maybe we switch this to hours and we switch this to 48 hours. We wait, then we could grab email here and we could go ahead and add in that second email. Give it our subject line here, pre-header text, our sender's name. And then we scroll down here, we could click on edit content to go go ahead and enter that same email editor and write our second email. Then you just follow the same steps where you add another delay and add that final email. Number 2, browse and product abandonment. The goal here is to bridge the gap between I'm curious and I'm convinced. And a pro tip, start with a discount. Use social proof, maybe that's reviews or some UGC content as your first lever. So to do that, we'll just come back in here to the automation workflow area. And here we'll go ahead and select this browse abandonment. So here you can do browse abandonment or product abandonment. So the definition for the product abandonment is this: increase conversions by re-engaging visitors who view products but leave without buying. Browse abandonment brings back visitors to your online store after they browse a specific page and leave your website. So let's go ahead and choose the product abandonment for this example. Again, same thing. You just click on customize workflow and it'll open up this template, and then it'll go ahead and bring you to this page. So they're going to enter it when they view a specific product. Now we can come here and change what that trigger is, but right now it's set to view product, and we can go ahead and click on trigger filters. Product is in stock, and so this is going to do when any in stock product is viewed, it will go ahead and trigger this. So if we click on add trigger filter and we click here, this is where we could go ahead and either click view all properties or find something in here. So this is where you go ahead and if they viewed a specific page or page title, maybe you only want to send this out for a specific product, you could go ahead and filter by that page title where that product lives. So taking a look at the template email here, we'll go ahead and click on this, scroll down, click on edit content. We'll go ahead and click yes, save, and that'll open it. And here we go. So this is just seeing anything you liked, and here's some items you've been checking out, and then it will show the products that they were looking at. Number 3, cart abandonment. The goal with this is to reduce friction, not just dangle a promo code. Pro tip, use automation splits to test incentive versus no incentive and protect margins. So to do that, we can go ahead and close this up. We'll go ahead and get rid of that that product abandonment we were looking at. And if we come here, we click on create workflow. Now over here, we go ahead and select this cart abandonment, and then we can choose from different abandoned carts or abandoned checkouts. And again, they have some great templates to start with. So if we click on customize workflow for this 3 email abandoned cart, we can see that customers enter this workflow when they add an item to their cart, and they exit it when they place an order or they start their checkout. So this is the first email, it's like items in your cart are selling out fast, and then it's going to wait 11 hours. So let's go ahead and look at this first email. We'll edit that content. So this is just saying like, hey, like, don't forget about this. This is the stuff you were looking at. Why don't you go ahead and purchase it? And it's going to wait 11 hours. And then this second email, if we go ahead and click on edit content, again, this is just trying to get them back. There has been no discount offered yet unless you want to do that. And then it's going to wait 12 hours and come to this third email where if we click on edit email, we can see that's going to offer them a specific 15% off discount code, which is pretty cool. So, maybe you want to start with the discount code. So if you wanted, you could just come in here, we'll delete that. We could delete this email, and this wait here, and then have it just send that discount immediately. Again, or you could go ahead and do a split. So you go here like this, and then depending on this condition here, you could give it a discount versus not give it a discount and test which works better. Number 4, the post-purchase and order updates. The goal with this is to reduce the where is my order tickets and set up the next purchase. And a pro tip here, insert personalized recommendations based on what they purchased. Keep it relevant and restrained. So if we go ahead, we can get rid of that abandoned cart that we just looked at, and we'll come up here, click on create workflow, and we could go click on this post purchase here, and these are the different ones the different templates that they have. So a couple different ones. There's one for product reviews, replenishment reminder, cross-sell delay with an A/B test, customer reactivation. So again, a couple different options to choose from here. Choose the one that makes the most sense for your business. Number 5, win back and sunset. Now the goal here is to wake up the right people, gracefully let go of the rest. Pro tip, a smaller engaged list delivers better and costs less. Moving on to segmentation, personalization without chaos. What to segment on. So with Omnisend's integrations, you can build segments using shopping behavior. So things like last purchase date, average order value, and the items that they bought. You can also go by engagement, like opens, clicks, and site visits, as well as lifestyle stage, first time, returning, VIP, at risk. There's also on-site action, so things like viewed categories, used filters, time on page. So here are some practical segment ideas. VIP or high lifetime value. They get early access, limited drop drops and some insider content. Or maybe there's a group for nearly there. These are maybe they clicked, but they didn't buy in 7 days. So you can send them a small nudge. Maybe there's the category loyal. So this is people who keep buying from the same line. You can send them an email to introduce them to a complementary category. For the at-risk group, this could be the people who purchased 120 plus days ago. So you want to re-engage with care, not pressure. What's cool about Omnisend is that if we come back here, we can go click on our audience and click on segments, and then we can view a segment or create a segment up here. Now, this is the really cool part, is this spot where you can generate a custom segment with AI. So for example, what they show here, you could type in contacts who've been active for over 6 months, but haven't purchased anything in the last 3 months. You can just type that in, click generate segment, and it will use that natural language and go find all the people that meet that criteria and create you your own segment. So that is a super handy feature, one that I'm a big fan of inside of Omnisend. Forms and list growth. Capture more, capture smarter. Built-in forms you'll actually use. So with Omnisend, you've got pop-ups, teasers, landing pages, even gamified forms like the Wheel of Fortune. These are TCPA and GDPR friendly, and they feed directly into your segments and automations. No duct tape required. What to collect and why. Email first, then phone with proper consent when there's clear value. Things like shipping alerts, early sale access, and restocks. Easy path from form to flow. So the second someone signs up, drop them into a welcome series that you built earlier. Momentum matters. The more time that passes, the lower your odds. So let's go ahead and look at some of the forms that Omnisend offers. So if we come back here, we can click on forms and we'll go ahead and click on create form. Now, one of my favorites is this right here, this email and SMS branded multi-step discount. So this is a pop-up that I have placed on my website here, and it looks exactly like this. Get 10% off your first order. Now, if we look down here at the bottom, we can see the different steps involved in this. So this is step 1. We're just asking for their email address. And then it says if they enter in their email address and click that button, they get 10% off. Then it'll bring them to step 2, where you can join the VIP club and ask for their phone number. And then it'll say success. And if they try to do it again, it'll say you're already subscribed. Now you can go ahead and delete an option here. Maybe you don't want to collect the phone number. You don't want to ask too much up front. That's totally fine. And honestly, not a bad idea. You can go ahead and make those changes down below here. Now, another thing you can do is, I don't know about you, but pop-ups can be annoying, especially if they pop up the second I land on your website. So if we click on display, we have these different rules over here. So we can change these. So, it will display based on page visits. So the number of pages visitors need to see. So if I click this box, changes to 3, it means the visitor needs to check 3 pages before it offers the discount, right? So that way you're not getting hit the second you land on it. Or maybe you wanted to pop up based on time. So the amount of time that needs to pass. You can click here and maybe something like 15 seconds, so that way it's delayed and it doesn't feel so in your face. And, maybe you could play around with different timing there. Or you could go scroll depth. So what percentage of the page that a visitor needs to scroll down before the pop-up pops up, or exit intent. Now what's great too, you can also do a custom trigger or some combination of these. For my website, I have it set on time on page as well as exit intent. So I think I have it set to 15 seconds and then also the exit intent. And again, if you want to go ahead and make any changes too, you got all that stuff over here to do so. That being said, I wouldn't go too crazy with this. Number 1, keep the design somewhat basic. I think there's a lot of research that's been into this, that this simple form works. The other thing, don't ask for too much up front. If you're going to ask for email and phone number, keep it as is in 2 different steps. The more boxes that people see that they need to fill out, the less likely they are to fill them out. So go ahead and just do that. Campaigns, on-brand emails in minutes. Drag and drop email builder. Build shoppable emails with drag and drop blocks designed for e-commerce. You can pull in products, set up dynamic discount codes that sync to your platform, and save your favorite layouts as templates. Editorial versus commercial. So not every send should be a sale. You want to mix in how-to content that helps customers get the most from what they own. UGC galleries to spark ideas, founders notes for launches, values, or behind the scenes type moments. SMS and email together. So for time sensitive pushes, think limited drops or shipping cutoffs, pair your email with an SMS to that segment that opted in for text. Use SMS sparingly. So taking a look at the campaigns builder. So if we come over here, we can go ahead ahead and click on create campaign. And here you can choose the type of campaign that you want to create. You can do email A/B test, SMS, or a push notification. So to do an email, you just click on create email, and then you fill out this stuff like subject line, the pre-header, campaign text, and then choose your template. So if we click on choose a template, as we've seen before, we've got all these beautiful templates that we can go ahead and choose from, as well as customize. So you can also go ahead and save templates, and that'll get saved over here to your saved templates. And then we've got some filters and stuff that you can go ahead and check out here as well. So, maybe you've got a sale coming up. So you could come up here, we could do promote products, announce a sale, go ahead and check that one out. Now we can look at all these templates for sales. Now, again, just find one that you sort of like the layout. You can customize the entire thing. And then we've got a lot of different templates here for different holidays and stuff, which can be a really good starting point, or you can just take any of these and customize them as you'd like. So Black Friday will be here before we know it. So let's go ahead and click on use this template, and then we can come in here, make any changes that we need. Next, we go ahead and click save and choose recipients. And this is where we can go ahead and choose all subscribers, or you can choose a segment here as well. Reporting, learn faster, waste less. What to watch? Revenue attribution. This is which flows and campaigns actually move dollars. Engagement, opens and clicks are signals, not goals. Watch click to purchase more closely. Life cycle, how your VIPs and at-risk groups shift over time. Form performance. If signups dip, test your offer in creative. Make A/B testing a habit. So inside automations, you can test things like subject lines that emphasize value versus urgency. Send timing, whether same day versus next morning. Incentive type, free shipping versus a percentage off. Channel mix, maybe email only versus email plus SMS. Pick one variable at a time and give it enough traffic to be meaningful, and keep your winners rolling. So if you're on Shopify, WooCommerce, BigCommerce, Wix, or WordPress, the connection is super straightforward. Once connected, you can use store data for segments, product blocks, and recommendations. Running multiple brands? Multi-store accounts mean you can share templates, keep branding separate, and still manage everything under one login. If you're switching from another ESP, the migration tools help you bring contacts, templates, and key flows over without starting from scratch. The Omnisend Edge. The features assume you sell products, not just send newsletters. Email and SMS in one place. One workflow, multiple touch points, less glue code. Pre-built workflows. Skip the blank page, launch fast, and refine over time. Conditional content plus recommendations. You can personalize without building 12 versions. You also get clear reporting, so you can see what earns, not just what got opened. Reasonable pricing and strong support. They're helpful if you manage margins closely or run lean teams. Now, none of this stuff is magic. It's just the right tools in the right order. So Omnisend's best features aren't flashy. You won't be dazzled by the editor and forget to actually send. So if you're running an e-commerce store, start with the 3 flows that matter most. A welcome flow, a cart and post purchase, and add SMS sparingly where timing really counts. Build a few smart segments, keep your forms clean and compliant, and make A/B testing part of your routine. That's the playbook. If you want to get started with Omnisend, you'll find that link down in the description below. This is an affiliate link, which means we earn a small commission if you use it at no extra cost to you. And don't forget to use code SaaSReport at checkout to go ahead and save 30% off your first 3 months. It's these commissions that really help support the channel and allows us to continue to create free content just like this. So if you end up using it, we thank you so much in advance. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another video. Here on the channel, we provide in-depth reviews and comparisons of different SaaS tools to help you find the best software for streamlining your business and boosting your productivity. So be sure and subscribe. But other than that, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you here in the next video.